And now on Trevor One, it's live European Cup football. We're off to the City of Manchester Stadium and to join Trevor Lynham for Sportsnight Live. Hello, good to see you again. Welcome back here to Trevor Sports and the UEFA Champions League Sports Night. And what a cracking tie that's in the balance at the moment. You saw last time when we had any action, Liverpool and Manchester City drawing 1-0 on Anfield. To the Etihad, the City of Manchester Stadium for the second leg. Let's join our match commentator, Trevor Davis. So part 2 to the Battle of Britain. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. And away goals goes to the boys in blue. And the battle for the European Cup continues yet further still. The City of Manchester Stadium is as full and as busy as I can remember. For Liverpool, their European dreams hang in the balance. They know tonight, to get through, they have to score. Manchester City have the luxury of knowing that they do not have to score to get through tonight. But it is all finely poised. Will the side that is retaining the championship get their opportunity to play it in their most famous of venues? Or will the side that is banned from the competition, in their final parting for a couple of years, have the trophy in their hands? It is all relying on this Manchester City starting lineup. And there are some changes. Olex Zinchenko is pulled in at left back. As for Gabriel Jesus is in the starting lineup. Sergio Aguero was injured in the warm-up. So Liverpool, on the other hand, go with the same side that played, but they'll know they'll need to give a lot better. Roberto Firmino's reliance on his little advantage was the difference. The English League champions, the European champions, the world champions, taking the League Cup and FA Cup holders thus far. But Manchester City will not have a chance to retain that FA Cup, beaten as they have been in the 6th round. Liverpool, of course, only made the semi-finalists in their quest for the treble. Salah. Early ball by him. Mane trying to get ahead of Cole Walker. Edison's kick to Bernardo Silva. Headers inside to De Bruyne. Wijnaldum's intercepts. Henderson. Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool moving the ball with a bit more purpose than he did at Anfield. And now Sadio Mane on the edge of the area. Tries to dart through. No penalty. No penalty given. Referee was unmoved. Firmino. Good pass out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Crosses it across. Salah is there! Oh, and it went wide. A fantastic start by Liverpool in this game. Good work by Roberto Firmino. Then the left-footed cross. Salah got ahead of it. Had he left it, I think Sadio Mane might have been poised to head it in at the far post. The early chances Liverpool's. They have to score tonight. 0-0 would suit Manchester City, but if City score, to be honest, it doesn't necessarily matter too much to Liverpool on a night in which arithmetic is just as important as athleticism. David Silva. Bernardo Silva's out wide to Sterling. Sergio Aguero, he's on the bench tonight. Fielding the injury, he hasn't started, but there's every chance he could feature tonight. Alexander-Arnold intercepts. Salah. Liverpool have the throw. Jorginho Wijnaldum didn't have a particularly good game 6 days ago. We have more of an improvement today. Virgil van Dijk. That was more of a panicky clearance, and Rodri has got space inside the final third, and that was a lunging challenge by Jordan Henderson. And our Italian officials over to have a word with him, and nothing else. Rodri was there. A few years ago. I don't think you can get away with that in the Champions League anymore. Good decision to leave the game on. Kevin De Bruyne to take the free kick. Tries to look out wide to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's cross is blocked by Gomez. Virgil van Dijk with a much more controlled clearance this time. Wijnaldum. Mane. Robertson. Is put under tremendous pressure by Kevin De Bruyne that wins the throw and takes it. Bernardo Silva's cross. It's a threatening one, headed away by Van Dijk. Henderson. Fabinho. Good pass by him into Mo Salah. Touch into Alexander-Arnold. Back to Salah again. Roberto Firmino. Goes tall over the top looking for Salah. Salah does well to keep that in. Mo Salah's cross. Oh, Andy Robertson was there! Goodness gracious. Well. Andy Robertson suddenly found himself in the box, and Liverpool have had 2 half chances in the opening 12 minutes. Robertson. Gomez. Extra time. The only possible scoreline that will force that tonight is 1 apiece. Any other scoreline in this game ends in the 90th minute mark. That's why Liverpool have to score tonight. As things stand, City go through on away goals. Pass over the top. Mo Salah has got the pace and the legs to get hold of that. Just 2 in the area thus far at the moment. Henderson and Andy Robertson hanging outside the edge of the area, but Mo Salah has lost the ball. Gabriel Jesus into Sterling. David Silva's lost it. Henderson. Kevin De Bruyne. This is Fernandinho. Rodri. Out wide to Cole Walker. Bernardo Silva. Here is De Bruyne. Jesus didn't read the run. There is creative midfielder. Oh, that's a mistake on the edge area to Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, it's huge! Huge goal for Manchester City! It still means Liverpool have to score, but it takes the pressure, and it may suit Manchester City's game to sit back and hang on. Brought on to Aggregate that fell to twinge in the warm-up. A mistake in the Liverpool penalty area, and there was Gabriel Jesus to finish. Gomez here with the clearance. It hit Virgil van Dijk. Good strength to hold off the Liverpool defender, and the Brazilian with that left foot has knocked the stuffing out of Alisson. Look at this. Good strength. The finish was delightful. It's the power that's done it. The placement was spectacular. And is that a cry for a call-up for Brazil? 90 minutes. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. So Liverpool need an away goal, and we've got extra time. Manchester City score again, and this starts to look all over for Liverpool. Andy Robertson out wide. Controlled. Into Salah with space. Can he provide a quality cross? Goes on his right foot, looking for Roberto Firmino. Headed the ball down as far as Andy Robertson. Away by Manchester City. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now there's a counter-attack on. That's a fantastic ball through to Raheem Sterling, who's moving away from Alexander-Arnold. Sterling can finish it for City. Oh, he's hit the post and got in! A lethal counter-attack may have just put Manchester City's foot in the door of the Champions League final. That's a cracking pass. Sterling with great strength to hold off against Alexander-Arnold. The finish with his left foot hit the bar, the post, and gone in. All the luck heading Manchester City's ways. But Bernardo Silva with one of the fantastic through balls. And the former Liverpool man through, bearing on goal. Undecided was Alisson. Absolute aplomb by Sterling. Liverpool have to score twice. There will be no extra time. There will be no penalty competition. This game will end at full time. Manchester City are 2 up. Well, well, well. Would you believe it? A stunning through ball by Bernardo Silva. Change this match. Well, the belief was that the potential counter-attack could suit Manchester City. And as this game continues, it may suit them further. Kyle Walker. Stones. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. It may have just been one of the finest passes I think we've seen in the Champions League this season. By Bernardo Silva to play Sterling through. And here he is again with space. Bernardo Silva causing Liverpool problems. He's in. Can he find a good cross? Clever ball. David Silva! Oh, he never quite caught it. Never quite caught it, David Silva. Good work, though, by Bernardo Silva, who's been outstanding today. David Silva knows and does wonder, would 3-0 have changed this game? And just how dramatically would it? Halfway through the first half of the second act of this battle of Britain between Manchester City and Liverpool, and it is Manchester City 2 up. But for Liverpool, there may not be the complete despair. If they were to score twice, they would go through on away goals. So this game is far from over. Mane, Roberto Firmino. Oh, played ball through to Mane. Liverpool, and now back in it. Sadio Mane. Goodness gracious. What a match we've got here at the City of Manchester Stadium. Good work between the Liverpool front three. Sadio Mane racing on to Roberto Firmino's ball. Didn't hesitate. And just like that, the Manchester City's comfortable cushion is over. Great work by Mane. There's Robert Firmino. Clever pass round the John Stones. One-on-one with Edison. Mane didn't hesitate and has just put his foot right through this. Finished with real aplomb. Delightful ball by Roberto Firmino. And just like that, Liverpool back in the contest. Another goal by Liverpool. And they are through on away goals. What an absolutely fantastic opening 27 minutes we have seen of this contest. And it may not be over yet. There may be more to come. Kyle Walker. Well, there is a phrase that the Manchester City fans use, where City seem to do things incredibly difficultly. When they do go and look to be throwing away that easy opportunity, it's City-itis. Has some of that struck thus far? Mane. Holding off Kyle Walker. Crossing low. Crossing that hasn't been very effective. Bernardo Silva. Sterling wanted it first time again. Look at that. You can tell the danger Bernardo Silva is calling, because Liverpool had 4 players around him, swarming around him. Mane. Andy Robertson. Right-footed across goal towards his fellow wing-back Alexander-Arnold. Henderson. Wijnaldum. Roberto Firmino. Salah. Salah against David Silva. Henderson. Oh, Andy Robertson taking a touch, taking a volley. Oh, so close! So close by Andy Robertson. Well, Mo Salah with the pass across. Jordan Henderson saw the Scottish defender, took it and nipped it up and hit it on the half volley. That was a fantastic chance. The kick looking for Gabriel Jesus, who does get there ahead of Van Dijk. Andy Robertson nearly had a fantastic moment to equalise. Well, it's 3-2, but it's all Liverpool at the moment on aggregate. Roberto Firmino's header, back up wide to Mo Salah, but Alexander Zinchenko is across. Ederson clearing. It is City at the moment. Well, caught slightly, and they've suddenly realised they let in another goal. Liverpool are not only back in the contest, are ahead in the contest. And it is Liverpool that have had so much more possession today. Indeed, it is the away side in both games which has seen more of the ball thus far. David Silva, Gabriel Jesus, nervous pass, Mane, Wijnaldum, Roberto Firmino. Ooh, good interception by Fernandinho. Mo Salah was just threatening, and there was an overlapping run by Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool have the throw. Well, 10 minutes to go for half time. What does either manager say? If you're Manchester City, do you sit back or do you go for another goal to make this difficult for Liverpool? You know exactly what to do. Good interception made by Kyle Walker, who's unable to prevent the corner. And Ederson is furious the fact he kicked it towards his goal. Alexander-Arnold with the corner. 5 in the box for Liverpool. Floats it in. Oh, it's come to Mo Salah! Oh, what a save by Ederson. Had to react to that, and did. Corner went right through to Mo Salah's first touch was there. Ederson. That is strong hands to parry that away. Alexander-Arnold with another corner. Liverpool are 5 up. Now Henderson floating in the area. Ederson's clearance is going only as far as Jordan Henderson. Fabinho. Clearance is made. Bernardo Silva. Sterling. Gomez wins the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Henderson. Out wide to Mo Salah. Roberto Firmino suddenly was in lots of space and is on the volley, and it is just over. Manchester City's defence are at 6s and 7s at the moment. Mo Salah's little ball inside. It took a little deflection of Zinchenko. Firmino hit it first time on the volley, and it's just missed. Well, 125 years in Europe have Manchester City ever had a game quite like this. Liverpool know how to do this. They've done it before. Comeback kings of Europe, especially of recent times. Kevin De Bruyne, not really seen a lot of him, but he's got the potential to change the game, and that's good turn by Gabriel Jesus. Bernardo Silva looking across goal. Perhaps Jesus could have turned and run at the Liverpool defender, and that will go through to Alisson. Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Much better Liverpool in this game. Henderson's kept his run going. Alexander-Arnold. Clever little pass into Henderson. Sadio Mane! Oh! Another chance goes begging. There it was, the little pass inside. It was a clever ball. Henderson reacted with it. Mane on the volley. Wonderful hits, just wide. Just wide. Well, Pep Guardiola's got to speak to his side here. They're getting overrun by Liverpool. Van Dijk wins the header. Alexander-Arnold, 2 minutes of time added on. Pulsating half of football. Live here on Trevor Sports. Mo Salah. Jesus. Bernardo Silva. Kevin De Bruyne. Andy Robertson has got to that, and that will be a Manchester City corner. And it may well be the final action of the first half. 3/4 of the way through the match. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Short to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's left-footed cross. Beats everybody. Wijnaldum will get there ahead of Rodri. Well, what a half of football this has been. And it doesn't look to be over now. 2-1 to Manchester City. Plenty more in this match. And on the half-time statistics, it shows that Liverpool might be dominating the match. Liverpool know if they find an equalising goal tonight, they're through. This game will end in 90 minutes. Plenty more. Back to the studio. Well, half-time, Manchester City lead Liverpool 2-1, so they're through 3-2 on aggregate as things stands. But the way this is poised and the fact the away goal rules exist, Liverpool score and they're through. Despite the scores being level on aggregate, the away goal is going to count for much, so don't think this tie is over. In the other game that's played tonight, I'm afraid the tie very much is over for Juventus. 2-0 down at half-time to Barcelona. So, will Liverpool get a chance to retain their European trophy in the final against the team they beat in the semi-final? Will Manchester City, in their final championship for about 2 seasons or so, get a chance to play for the very first time in a European Cup final? Final 45 minutes of this tie coming up. Well, the mission statement is there for Liverpool. 1 goal, they're level in the tie, and a Champions League final, their 3rd in as many seasons. Henderson, straight away forwards, left-footed cross, oh, and it is cleared away. 1 ball out, good interception by Joe Gomez, otherwise Raheem Sterling was through. Liverpool attacking the end in which their away fans are going to be there. Alexander-Arnold's ball in. Oh, it might be an own goal, but it's just about cleared away by Kevin De Bruyne. Coolness there from the Belgian midfielder. And it needed it. Certainly wasn't in the commentary box in that moment. Well, that first half that we've seen here might just be as good a first half as there has been footballing wise so far this season. We've seen some fantastic games that we brought for you live. Henderson, Fabinho, this is Gomez now. Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah into the channel. Overlapping is Alexander-Arnold, who puts in another cross looking towards Roberto Firmino, and he'll beat everybody. And a Manchester City throw-in. Stones. Rodri. Here's Fernandinho. Zikachenko. Intercepted by Alexander-Arnold. Good pass towards Mo Salah. Liverpool have the throw. 7 minutes into the second half. Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah. Jorginho Wijnaldum lifts it over looking for the run of Andy Robertson. Virgil van Dijk is back there doing his work to keep the team in play. Andy Robertson. He looked like he was just lining up for the cross. And the ball is over the top by Jesus for Sterling. Joe Gomez is across. And we'll get there first. Alisson. Firmino's header is only as far as Fernandinho. Well, such was the way in which the first half happened in this final quarter of this contest. And it could be all to play for thus far. Kevin De Bruyne. That's a good looking cross. Joe Gomez did very well to get that away. Well, this was the change that worked for Liverpool last time. Naby Keita's replacing Jorginho Wijnaldum. So Jurgen Klopp has played his first deck of cards. Sterling, headed away by Van Dijk. Better from Manchester City. They try to force the contest. Zikuchento's cross. Oh, now, was there a push on Gabriel Jesus by Virgil van Dijk? Referee says no. And Sterling clears it. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne. De Bruyne's cross is fired in, and Gomez. Good work. Firmino's header towards Mane. Keita. Robertson. Walker is able to pick on that poor pass. This is better from City thus far. Famous words. This is Mo Salah. Delightful ball out wide to Mane. Mane tries to cut inside. Is marshalled by Kyle Walker. Andy Robertson on space on the left wing. His cross is cut out by Kevin De Bruyne. Throw. Mane. Keita. Robertson. Cross is looking for Roberto Firmino. It's headed away. And it'll come back to Alexander-Arnold, will it? No. Completely misread it. Sterling. Salah. Henderson. Great pass. Mane. Robert Firmino. Oh! Another chance. Another chance for Liverpool. How many more are they going to need? He slid in Roberto Firmino and never really looked convincing. Look at that. 3-7 in attempts in favour of Liverpool, but 2 on target for either side. Virgil van Dijk. City pressing forward, still going with their expansive way of playing. That's a ball that hasn't worked out, and Gabriel Jesus picks it up. Bernardo Silva across. Raheem Sterling in space. Alisson had to win that and did. Had to win that. Out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Excellent control. Tries to look for Salah, who can't keep it in. Acknowledges the good attempts. Well, James Milner is replacing Alexander-Arnold at right back. Another change by Jurgen Klopp. Probably wants a bit more guile in that position. Kyle Walker. As things stand, Manchester City go through. They lead 2-1. It's really more like 1.5-1. Liverpool score and they're through. Kevin De Bruyne can make things a bit easy for Manchester City if he could find a blue shirt in the box. And in the end, he's lost possession. And Andy Robertson's clearance is only as far as the Manchester City throw, which Kevin De Bruyne will take. Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Kevin De Bruyne, headed away by Jordan Henderson. Here's Mo Salah. There's a runner ahead of him. And it's James Milner, the substitutes. Salah, Henderson, out wide to Robertson, into Mane, back out wide to Robertson. Mane's making another run. Here is Sadio Mane for Liverpool. Got 2 to aim for. Roberto Firmino was one brilliant header away by Fernandinho. Such important defending. Got there ahead of Roberto Firmino and forces the header away. Another change. Benjamin Mendy is on for Alexander Zikucento. Robertson's throw. Keita. Henderson. Salah. Salah! Yet another chance for Liverpool. Yet another chance. Andy Robertson. Long ball into Mane. Every time Mane has the ball, it's on the left wing, which Liverpool are putting all their attacks in at the moment. Mane's cross in. Ederson punches it away, only as far as James Milner for Liverpool. Here is Milner. His cross is blocked by David Silva. Naby Keita. Roberto Firmino on the edge of the area. Henderson. Henderson's hit was deflected. Starting to find shots from the edge of the area now. Jordan Henderson set himself up. It'll be a Liverpool corner. James Milner to take the corner. Roberto Firmino coming short. Here is Roberto Firmino. That's easy for Ederson. That needed to be a real quality ball, and it was a massive let-off for Manchester City. We're about 17 minutes away, plus stoppage time, of being in their very first European Cup final. Liverpool have kept on making chances and haven't taken them today. Salah. Keita. Roberto Firmino. Keita again. Salah again. Roberto Firmino again! Oh, excellent defending this time. Rodri and John Stones. Well, defensively, this is a fantastic display by Manchester City, who are hanging on, no doubt about it. Salah, Roberto Firmino, Salah's out wide. Now this is James Milner. Can he provide a quality ball in? Good header away then by Roberto Firmino. Comes up into the air. David Silva is back defending. Naby Keita wins it. Fabinho. Henderson. Salah, good play. Milner. Henderson. Henderson again. Henderson's ball in! Oh! Somehow Milner. And still Milner. And Rodri is there. And Manchester City hang on again. Sterling. Sterling with a clever little teasing ball looking for Bernardo Silva. Pass is not as good as that which set up his goal. Andy Robertson out wide. Mane. Salah. Henderson. Long ball looking for Mane again. Kyle Walker gets the header. Another corner for Liverpool as Otamendi replaces Kyle Walker. 10 minutes for Manchester City to hang on. Shaqiri on for Henderson. The corner comes in looking for Sadio Mane. Oh, Shaqiri came in with a volley. Mo Salah up against Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy's got the better of him. Here's the Frenchman. Just charging forward. Gomez is across. Raheem Sterling. Just a bit of possession Manchester City might need at the moment. Keita. Roberto Firmino. Mane. Tried to go on past Otamendi. Virgil van Dijk. Who's lost it to Bernardo Silva. There's a little ball through the middle. And it'll be there for Gabriel Jesus. Finishes it off. And that settles it. Manchester City now surely are in the Champions League final for the very first time. A defensive lapse from Liverpool has cost them. But this is one of the finest defensive displays I have seen from Manchester City in a long time. Bernardo Silva's ball in, and Jesus got there ahead of Fabinho and finished with real skill. And despite everything that Liverpool have thrown at Manchester City, the European champions' defence looks set to end at the semi-final stage. 2 goals required in 6 minutes. It'll be a comeback of absolutely biblical proportions, if it is possible. Milner has the armband with Henderson off. Robertson. Mane. Back to Robertson. Turns it into Mane. Two of them with their own private game here on that left flank. Andy Robertson's ball in. Another header away. The story of the game. Keita. Mane. Back defending was Raheem Sterling. Fernandinho. Rodri. City have defensively done wonders in this game. They have held on. So many half chances. Liverpool really only had themselves to blame. They've had their chances to get the second goal that would have made things all the more difficult. And the deflection is broken for Robert Firmino. And is now played in Mo Salah through for Liverpool. Is there to be another sting in the tail again? No, not with crossing like that. Not with crossing like that. Sterling. De Bruyne. De Bruyne's through ball. Gomez is able to pick it up. Fabinho. A minute left of normal time. How much will be added on? Roberto Firmino. Mane. Andy Robertson. How much has he got left in the tank? Needs to provide a quality cross. And it is another clearance by Fernandinho, who has been outstanding at centre half. James Milner. Another corner. Short to Shaqiri. Headed away by Stones. Volley clear. Virgil van Dijk. Oh, Virgil van Dijk has lost it. Now Gabriel Jesus, he's through for Manchester City, just up against Joe Gomez. Out wide to Bernardo Silva again. And into the corner he'll go surely. Otamendi. Kevin De Bruyne. Sterling. Otamendi. City looking for a bit of party football to send themselves through to the final. Nicolas Otamendi. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Sterling. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva to Otamendi. That's it! It is Manchester City's night in Istanbul. Liverpool are out of the European Cup. A fantastic performance defensively by Manchester City. And on the counter-attack they were lethal. And they will play in the final of this season's Champions League. Well, this was the most fantastic game. The first half was pulsating. Liverpool, 11 attempts, 5 on target. Unable to take it. Manchester City on the counter-attack. Absolutely lethal. And it is City that are through to the Champions League final. Well, many congratulations to Manchester City. They are in the UEFA Champions League final and they're going to play Barcelona. And I'm sure the celebrations here in the city of Manchester Stadium will go long into the night. Many congratulations. A confirmation of that final that you can see live and uninterrupted here on Trevor Sports. We've got live and exclusive coverage next month, so stick around. Tomorrow night we've got the second leg of the UEFA UEFA Europa League semi-final. We're off on the plane tonight and we're going to be in the San Siro in Milan tomorrow to bring you that. So Manchester City finally get their revenge in Europe despite Liverpool getting their revenge in the domestic season. It's the club European and British champions beaten by the League Cup champions. Just the Carabao Cup doesn't mean anything. Good night.